Today, I got a build for Gambit that works for any class in the game. Whether you're a Titan, Hunter, or Warlock, you're going to want to make the Drifter proud. So in this video, I'm going to break down some exotics and mods you can put on to win more games than you ever have before. No matter what class you are, the first thing you want to grab is the Witherhoard. This exotic is one of the best add clear weapons in all of Destiny 2. When you shoot it on the ground, a Blight's going to spawn, and that deals a hefty amount of damage to anything stupid enough to walk through it. The mobs in Gambit have the IQ of a sneaker. They're gonna run right into the pain like a bird to a sliding glass door. When you direct impact an enemy, they start burning over time, and when they die, their bowels release and out pops our good buddy Witherhoard. This weapon lets you live out your childhood fantasy of turning the floor into lava, and it's insanely strong at clearing waves fast. To make that even better, you want to put on the mods Blast Radius and Explosive Wellmaker. Blast Radius is a solar-only mod and needs to be put in a solar piece of armor, or you won't see it as an option to slot. With that equipped, every time Witherhoard gets a couple of kills, the Charged with Light buff pops up on the left side of the screen. We're going to be doing a lot with that, and when you throw on Explosive Wellmaker, double kills from Witherhoard or any kind of explosion are going to drop a solar elemental well on the floor. Run over that flaming turd and you're going to get a chunk of ability energy back. When you have the Witherhoard catalyst, you can fire it off, swap to another weapon to keep slaying out, and it'll reload itself in the background. That's top tier for damage uptime, and to spawn wells all over the place, you want to put on the mods Bountiful Wells and Elemental Charge. Bountiful Wells let you spawn an extra elemental well whenever you'd normally make one. That's free extra ability energy, but the mod is kinda rare, so if you don't have it, put on Elemental Ordnance and you're gonna be just fine. With Elemental Charge equipped, running over any well is going to make you charged with light, and if it happens to match your subclass, you're going to get 2 stacks for the price of 1. From there, you want to put on High Energy Fire to spend those charges and make your weapons hit 20% harder. That'll consume a stack whenever you get a weapon kill, and with all of that combined, you might as well be a fucking wood chipper. You're going to keep that damage buff up forever, and absolutely shred through anything the Drifter throws at you, no matter what gun you have out. And while we're talking about weapons, let's go over what you should be looking out for. In your heavy slot, rocket launchers with some kind of tracking are 100% the play, and f*** anybody who tries to tell you different. At the time of this recording, you get a crate of ammo after every wave of adds, which means you've got a ton of heavy throughout the match. With that being said, don't use your rockets on the PvE enemies, cause you want to save it for when the invader comes knocking. As soon as they arrive, figure out where they are, jump high above them, and drop a rocket right at their feet. That's the easiest way to mop them up so you can get back to business as usual. In your energy slot, the Funnel Web submachine gun is about as sexy an option as you can get. You want to look for a roll with subsistence because it combines perfectly with the Vice Frame perk. With those two effects together, you can fire this thing all day and it'll keep reloading itself over and over again. If you're using a Void subclass, throw on the Echo of Instability fragment to make kills with your grenade give your SMG the Volatile Rounds buff. That adds a crazy amount of AoE potential, and the explosions can spawn solar elemental wells. As good as that is, in no way is it mandatory. I promise you, the gun claps cheeks all on its own. To open a fight, fire Witherhoard into a group of enemies, throw a grenade if you have it, then let loose with the funnel web. As things die, you're going to become charged with light and spawn a bunch of wells to pick up and keep your damage buff rolling. You can shred through majors and red bars like it's nothing, and when the Primeval comes up, this is where the whole strat comes together. You want to clear out the first and second set of envoys and damage Big Ugly to its third immunity phase. During that time, you'll probably get invaded, and when that happens, stop what you're doing and go introduce him to some heavy ammo. If all 4 of you hunt the invader down, realistically that motherfucker doesn't stand a chance. When the third set of envoys spawn and the boss is around 50%, clear them out as quick as you can, and as soon as they die, it's time to fire off a high damage super. Hunters want to put on the Orpheus rig or Star Eater scales for that insane Mobius quiver. Warlocks can use the Cataclysm Nova Bomb for the giant explosion, and Titans want to put on the Cuirass of the Falling Star to thunder crash the Primeval right into the dirt. If you did it right, you're going to take the remainder of the boss's life in a fraction of a second, and there ain't a damn thing the enemy team can do to stop you. This is one of the most effective boss melts in the game, and you can take advantage of it whether you're a Titan, Warlock, or Hunter. Oh, and speaking of Hunters, I put together one of the dirtiest Hunter builds in the game, and what I'm going to do is break it down step by step so you can hop on and try it out for yourself. To check that out, all you gotta do is click the card on the right. Thanks for watching.